play any role that you know of in rebuilding this machine?
I think it would be hard to get her out of the way on this. I think no matter whether Harold wants her there or not, she will be participating. So I think there will be a lot of involvement.
I think that's going to be the fun of this season, is like seeing you and Finch together and this, trying to regrow this and it being in its nascent stage. And what do you do different than before for Finch, because he's had this opportunity, but for you to like really step in? I think there's going to be some really good, healthy debate between the two of you.
They've always kind of come from opposite sides of the machine, like this, sort of mission.
Yeah. I think it'll be good. I love every scene that I get to have with Michael, so the fact that we'll be working together a lot makes me very happy.
So, we talked to Jonah there.
Okay, great.
He said we're going to hit the ground running.
Right. We are. We're going to swing for the fences. Yeah.
How has been the writers' room trying to plot that out?
It's really exciting. I mean, we have never actually had so much time, because production is starting a little bit later, and so we've really had to, had the day. It's been a luxury to actually have the day and really look. We've always kind of known over the seasons the big turning points, but we've had time to really get in and dig in ahead of time and really plot out everything. And I think there's a chance with our airing schedule, we don't know what it is yet, that some of these will be in the can before we even start airing. And I think for us it's exciting because we can really make all the characters and everything link up really tight, so it's a good thing.
But it's a shorter season, so it's kind of weird to hear, that you get to take your time and stuff like that with that. So
right.
How, on other levels, how is it, more intense this season with 13 episodes?
It is more intense because you don't want to ever tell an episode or a story that you don't love.
Right.
It's all about just what are the great, stories we want to tell. What are these moments between these characters that we want to make sure that we hit? Like it's I don't think going to have any filler. It's going to be really lean and mean, and I think that's the fun of it.
There's going to be more. I was going to say, Sarah Shahi going to come back? Like, is the Shaw?
I don't think that we've seen the last of Shaw.
It seems like with that little tease of her in the mirror.
Yeah, we know she's still alive.
She may be back with 2 babies, but... Rude played a nanny once before.
That's true, actually. Rude was really good at that.
I don't know about that.
So I take it then that this will be 13 serialized episodes, not a lot of fun for the standalone, saving the little guy.
I do think that is baked into the DNA of our show. The numbers, the irrelevance, that is part of the fabric of our show. So I don't think that we're ever going to completely 100% step away from that. But I think you're going to see in this season that the machine is evolving. So the way in which we even get the numbers and the way in which we're even saving the relevance might be changing as well.
Will there be past numbers that come back and forward, maybe more important anyway, like the people that helped in the past that they can...
I think we need...
Interesting.
I think we need the guys. I want the guys to come back who we gave the envelopes.
I know, right? Your guys, your little team.
They know how to do computers.
I know.
Talking about ratings, and this show rates really high, and now you're here at Comic-Con meeting with fans. When you meet them, what did they say in regards to why they love the show so much?
Well, I haven't actually had much of an opportunity to talk to the fans, so I would love to hear Amy what you think. I know why. I love the show.
For me personally, the one thing, the relationships between the characters and even with the machine seems to be what, even though there's all, people are like, I love the action and this, but I have had more people come up to me since Sarah kissed me on the show and just say that, like, it seems like the show has actually affected people in a way just beyond entertainment, which is moving and exciting. But I was kind of like, we love making the show, and the fact that it's helped people in any way seems like an added bonus.
The subject matter also
Yeah.
it's not that far-fetched as science fiction.
I think there's so much truth in what's happening and so much relevance to what's in the news and all of that, that there really is kind of something for everybody in the show. If you just want to go with shooting people and action sequences, if you want to have these esoteric conversations, if you want to romance, it's got a little of everything. So
Sometimes I think too it's like the redemptive quality, because when I think of your character and Reese and Finch, even like everybody's kind of had their own redemptive path, and I think in some ways that speaks to an audience that you're out there trying to save people, but at the same time you're desperately trying to be saved yourself. Like
I'd say every character has.
Definitely. Right. Definitely.
And it's also just got the basic versus story.
Right. It's easy to root for. Right. Yeah.
Has working on the show made you more paranoid about like how everything is tracked and found anywhere?
a little, yeah.
You're like, let me turn off my phone right now. Wait a minute.
I know. Yeah, it does seem scary, especially since we shoot in New York and then like living in New York. You just kind of look around. Like I'm like, oh, there's probably a camera right there, and just thinking.
Will there be flashbacks? Like, is it, that's been an integral part of the show.
Yeah.
Continue the flashbacks.
Absolutely, 100%. I think that with the more compressed storytelling, I think we are looking to do serialized story, and that has always been part of our serialized content, to have the flashbacks. And now more than ever to delve into different parts of our characters' lives that we've never seen before, that we feel like that we want to share with the audience. So. It's fun.
It'll be fun for us. Hopefully you guys do.
What other secrets can you tell us about the upcoming season? Can you spoil anything?
She's got all the
No,
secrets.
don't. I was just telling Amy that I would crack under interrogation in a minute. I'm the worst. I'm like, the slightest bit of pressure, and I'm like,
Yeah, keep it up.
I think Jenna's over there. Okay, here.
We want her to keep her job. We need her. I'm sure there'll be, I don't know. What's going to happen? I haven't heard. I don't know. It is going to pick up. We're going to see. I mean, I was saying earlier that last moment in the finale always gives me chills when they go out guns blazing and they have the machine in the suitcase, and we definitely feel like we owe the audience some explanation of how they're getting out of that. So
2 weeks later.
Right. Yeah. And here they are back in the subway. Right.
James, my husband will be very excited. He was like,
really?
"How did you survive that?"
You'll never get out.
So I want to know. He'll give him his.
It's like a Butch and Sundance.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah.
Well, and I just love how it all came together. Like when Ruth brought that case, and you were wondering what in the world is the case for?
Right. Why do they keep on bringing up this stupid case? Why?
Well, that's what they're so good about. You'll say you'll put down a red pen in episode 2, and then episode 20 they're like, remember that red pen?
That was
That's
important.
actually the key to the universe. Yeah. It's good. I can't tell. Do you guys plan that out, or is it sometimes you're like, oh, that was
100%. The suitcase is 100% planned out. I can't say that for everything. Oh, that one was.
Did you wonder about that? I mean, when you read the script back then?
I think in the stage directions it said like there was a
described
little
it a little bit too much, right?
Kind of like she's collecting some stuff for later. You knew it was important and that it was going to come back, so they gave us a little hint. They didn't tell me what that meant, but yeah, it was fun.
And do there was something in the TV guide, the Comic-Con TV guide about the set, building the new subway set. How do you like working in that environment?
Oh, it's incredible.
It's beautiful.
It's really amazing. I mean, first of all, one of the best things is it's warm. So in the winter in New York, but it's just the detail that they put into it, and there's so many different nooks and crannies that you can shoot, and it looks like a totally different space, and just the actual subway car is incredible. That it's a real. I think it was actually from Chicago, they said, but they brought it in, and it's just they've done a great job.
They really have. They've done a great job designing that. And it also moves. I don't know if you guys are realizing that, but when you see the episodes when they're on a subway and the subway is moving, that's the same set. So we redress it and we move the car and we do some green screen. So double multi-purpose.
Which is better than us. I think we've gotten kicked out of the real subway. You have to leave.
Yeah, not so good. Yeah.
Well, I imagine 13 episodes will at least help with your weather issues.
That's true. We'll be done by Christmas. Alright, yeah.
Does it feel like the last season? People have been mentioning that.
I don't feel like, as an actor, it seems like I don't think they ever planned on this being the last season. You know, I think there's a lot of. I remember at the Paley Festival last year, Jonah said, you know, we could fill it for 3 more years. Or they know what they want to happen, but they also know. And also with how relevant it is to the news, it seems like there's always like a new
there's
development.
Always going to be, right. There's always going to be a new development or new story. But we do know where we want to go in the end, and I think we want to tell a satisfying story. But that's not to say that there's always more story to tell.
Thank you.